The Monday before Easter, Holy Monday, and less commonly known as Fig Monday, is a day that captures our attention as Jesus has arrived at Jerusalem and he begins his last days of ministry. We have just seen Jesus enter the city on the previous day with great fanfare. Palms were waving, coats being laid out in front of him, and people praising and inquiring about this Jesus of Nazareth. In this passage, we clearly see Jesus as king. He knew why he came to earth as he was making his way to fulfill his mission. In Matthew 21, we see three separate stories. Jesus begins by addressing the heart in two distinct teaching moments with the temple and the fig tree. Now, the temple, this is a place that looked great. Dare we say, successful. People were coming and going, sacrifices were happening, there was lots of activity, but it was activity without intimacy. Money was changing hands, atoning for one's sins had become transactional and commercialized. The fig tree also looked healthy and as if it was thriving. Perhaps you have your own fig tree in your yard and you are imagining it now. It was full of leaves, it was green, with every indication that it was full of life and going to do something great. But as Jesus drew near to the tree, he saw that it lacked fruit. Tucked in between these two stories, almost as a contrast, we see a right attitude of praise and worship of Jesus coming from the children at the temple. Their response stems directly from his ministry of teaching and healing. You know, our California mission team recently returned from our trip where a part of our week was spent restoring a church building so that the space could be used for teaching, discipleship, and worship. As we began our work, I could not help but to be reminded that the restoration process always begins with removal of what is decayed and broken. I'm so thankful that we serve a God who sent his Son so that the things in us that are broken and dead may be restored and be made alive in him. The message from the temple and the fig tree and the children's praise occur on the same day, and they carry a shared meaning. God cares about the heart. God desires worship without pretense. And God's people should bear genuine fruit. As we prepare for the rest of this week and for Easter Sunday, let us examine our own temples. What distractions, pride, or routines may be hampering our relationship and worship of the Lord? Let us bear fruit. Are we bearing the fruit of the Spirit? Do our hearts reflect love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control? And let us worship like we have seen Jesus complete an awesome and miraculous restoration of our hearts. I'm looking forward to a great week of celebrating what the Lord has done for us. I can't wait to see you and worship with you from our Maundy Thursday service all the way to Easter.